It's your Blank. Welcome to the show. Because we're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 18 December 2024. Today we're going to be playing Tokyo Ghoul Breakout Chain. We have a little update. You're going to hear me talking a lot. We are doing we're eating. So you're going to hear me talk to the camera about eating while I'm filming something that has nothing to do with eating, except ghoul eating human. Damn, that was deep. So you're gonna hear me talk. I'm gonna put you guys on hold. I'm gonna be doing some endless battle because I feel like this is kind of where we need to go, right? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure because right now, it does seem like we're pretty much equal level with the enemies and shit like that, right? So we're gonna be starting very slowly. We got 8 hours. We played this morning, so we got a bunch of shits, right? Won't be long. I'm so sorry about this, guys. This is what happened when you okay, so we still have a couple. This is what happened when you multitask. So the person that was starting this, first of all, the reason why we even created the channel, and it's funny because see, this is the story I told you before. Oh my god, the story again, right? But technically speaking, right? The beginning of the story, the middle of the story, right, are always going to be important until you get the end. And I don't know what the end is going to be, and I'll never know what the end is going to be until it's too late, right? And I do this for 30 years. Well, I'll do this my whole life. I don't know. I don't fucking know. This morning, I did a separate video, but this morning, that's really good. Okay, we'll continue, then we'll insert this into the story. So, the person that came and created the channel was suicidal, right? Didn't like my life, like anything about my life. I'm trying to make content in English, not in French, right? The least people knew about it, the better it was. I never wanted to be big. Maybe I'll never be big, but I never wanted to be. Now, it's different. It's a passion. It's a calling. I don't think I see myself doing it, you know? Maybe this is denial. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm right. Who knows? The person I was before was a person that was unable to say no. Right? Not because he was nice. Because he was scared of saying no. 28 years old, afraid of saying no. Afraid of upsetting people. Afraid of having people not like him. The person 3 years ago. And no future. No for a better job. Just do what you're told to do. If you're gonna have to survive, you're good. There was a person back then. But most of all, on this problem, stem from a common point. I was being bullied, yes. But it stems from a not liking yourself. Because I didn't like myself. Everything in my life fell apart. We're calling it control chaos. I was calling it, explode the mic. I would laugh about it. Nowadays. See, those 3 years of making content taught me more than a lifetime of making content. A whole lifetime. Today. When I say today, it is what? It is in midnight? About 3 hours ago. A dear friend of mine, and unfollow me on TikTok. He was one of the people I spent the most time with, right? And I noticed while going to my follow list 2 months ago, when I start feeling a bit sad, you know? Not depressed, but sad. I felt that she had unfollowed me. And I shit, I spent time with you. The fuck? What did I do? And today, she restarted following me. And I realized that even that she unfollowed wasn't a big deal. She didn't owe me shit. She didn't owe me shit. Right? But then she started talking to me. And I was like, nah. No. And it's not against her. It's just, again, those 3 years, if I had to say one word, I always say it's self-love, but I think it's more maturity. It's more, a better understanding of life. A more equipped to deal with life. Something that affected me 2 months ago doesn't affect anymore. So we started this video with saying how much I didn't like myself, right? Well, do I love myself? There's a lot of things that I do that I don't understand why I do it. There's a lot of things that I do that I do not like. There's a lot of things that I could improve on life. But the mentality is completely changing. For example, right? 3 months ago, I'm like, okay, this is the no. August, September, October, November, December. Holy shit, we're talking about 5 months. 5 months ago. Like, the students are coming back to work. I don't have the most schooling. This is time to get some work. So I apply the place I want. I apply. And then my mom says, hey, I know somebody that could get you into Costco. And I was like, Costco's not my first choice. But it would be something. And you see, mentality is still, give me a sec. Okay. You need to, I need to check, I just need to charge these. Okay, we got 2. There you go. Usually when I do a mukbang, I eat, but guess what? The eating portion of the show is finished. And the reason why I'm doing that, right? The reason I think I'm a little bit from the video, just to tell you guys. The reason why we're doing this video, it's very, very simple. Very, very simple. It is the, you know when you learn to drive? There's half of the course that's theory, the other half is practice, right? This is kind of the theory of the practice. This is the boring part, but still a very important part, you know? It's important to me because I can tell you, oh, you guys really helped. Oh, you guys have made me evolve, right? But ultimately, we'll get into it. We'll get into how you guys have helped. But now what I'm saying is how you guys helped. There's a why, there's a how, and what is the result, right? This is the result right now. So right now, I can tell there's a lot of things that improve my life. For example, again, the Costco, right? And the Costco was like, okay, well, it wasn't my first choice, but it's like, now I can get the long term. I still think about making content, right? And I'm realizing that every single job, the snow shoveling, the coffee, the Costco possibly, were all in demand of, you know what? I'm gonna be able to make content. This morning, I saw a movie, sorry. And that movie was The Baggage, which is a really, really good movie. When I do a review about it, it's fucking good. I don't know the actors in it. I know there's Patrick Bateman. No, there's Jason Batman. Patrick Bateman is a whole other character. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you should know. So yeah, so coffee. Kopiko. I'm gonna plug Kopiko till the day I die. It's the fucking best coffee, expensive but good. So, I thought of a movie, and the movie is about a airport, right? And I was watching the movie, and I was like, holy shit, those employees are treated good, right? And I finally understood what I need wasn't a job that I was gonna like. I'm already doing a job that I like. It's making content. I've been doing it for 3 years. The fact that I don't make money from it is a temporary thing. I need a job that will take care of me, right? until I'm able to be on my own and being able to make enough money to survive. Could be in 10 years. What if I tell you next year? What if I tell you next year, day for day for day for days, I have this girlfriend and she's pregnant, right? Now I'm making money at that point I'm making money on social media, but I have a kid and I'm like, ooh, this is not a very stable salary, right? But I have this other job that takes care of me, and like I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's save up some money. Let's save up some money. If something happens, really safe on. And if nothing happened, then you know what? We'll continue to do with the YouTube. The social media, sorry for the air, they're a mess today. Usually I calm them after I took a shower, but today we woke up and decided we showed violence. We did a 6 hours of streaming, an hour 45 on full, and 4 hours and a half on Fortnite. So I'm not gonna math, that's more than 6 hours, but still. So being able to sacrifice a bit of happiness at work, a bit of happiness. Now, I'll be completely fucking honest, right? The auditor that I had was perfect. Perfect. Because of a couple of reasons. It was very genuine work. You just check pieces, you put them in the machine. Is there a flaw to the machine? It is a flaw to the piece. There's no flaw. Okay, we're gonna put it in the machine. The people were nice. Of course, it was a family. It was the good days and bad days. But all in all, it was a good place. But most of all, it was a place I could disconnect my brain. Right? I could disconnect. I just go in to work, punch in, punch out. Now, is this the perfect mentality to have? No, it's not. It's not. In a perfect world, you find a job that you fucking love and a job that you want to go in every single day. That's your goal as a person, right? But it might not happen. See, let's take a love, for example. Love might never happen. Now you fall in love, you'll have girlfriends, you'll have boyfriends, I don't give a fuck. But you may never find true love. And that's okay. You might never find the perfect job. And that's okay. My mom, she's working at HomeSense. She likes it, but if she could choose, she wouldn't work. I don't even know what she's working. But she wants to work, so she can work there, right? So I not enjoy retirement, but I'm not gonna force her not to work, and I'm not gonna force her to work if whatever the fuck you wanna do, right? Kind of a thing. So I've been looking at the airport, and I was like, holy shit. And it's funny because I was also, this morning, today, was a really, this mukbang wasn't supposed to exist. This video isn't supposed to be made. I already said thank you for 500 followers. I don't want to make it a big deal, because if I make it a big deal, then people feel pressure. Even the girl I was supposed to have at 500, she told me, yeah, I'm sorry, I was a bit overwhelmed. And I feel bad because I put the pressure on her. Again, it was a timing thing. If you're watching this, Maddie, I'm sorry. It was a timing thing. I didn't know when I was going to hit the 500, so I have to hurry. Kind of things, right? But it doesn't matter. We talked about it. It's all Gucci. It's all Louis Vuitton. See, I don't want to make a video, but this morning I was watching 2 movies in a row. The first movie was The Girl Next Door, right? The Girl Next Door, which was an amazing movie if you're born in the 90s, very different. One of my first crush was Alicia Cuthbert. She plays a porn star, so pretty cool movie. There's a lot of tits. It doesn't like tits, right? See, when I talk about maturity, there's still a little bit of work to do. Maybe for 1,000 followers, maybe. So what happened was, in that movie, right? And I made a video yesterday about morality and lying and what is right, what is wrong, right? And the part of that movie where they talk exactly about that, and it was a moral fiber. And they use different terms, but I was like, holy shit, I thought about this yesterday. And it was something that was part of the movie that a lot of people love. And I was like, holy shit, it's the same mentality, right? This is a level of maturity. Level of maturity that has been produced in a movie. Now, am I done in my fucking travel through life? No. No, we're still not even close to Mordor. We're stuck in the circle with Gollum in the second movie. A little Lord of the Ring reference for the people who know, and for people that don't know, well, that's life, right? So one of the other things I was talking about is there was no hope. See, I understand that it takes time. A lot of people take me. It took me 3 years to get there, bro. It's not normal. A lot of people will achieve it in a lot less. I'm seeing. I'm trying to be respectful, but I'm gonna see OnlyFans chicks that are doing way better than me. And you see, the maturity is also the fact that I'm learning how to be a better, not a better person, because when you do personal video, right? For example, right? I'm never gonna get there, but let's take an example like the 8-passenger family. Now I know what you're saying. H, stop giving an example, get right to the point. Fuck you. 8-passenger family was a family channel where the mom was kind of abusive to the children, right? And she chose to post it. She chose to post it because she believed that what she was doing was right, right? Now there was a child abuse. She's in jail right now, but she basically took something that was her beliefs and put it on the internet for the people, for again, I love this Gladiator. I love this Gladiator reference. I love it. Maybe because I saw the movie recently, maybe? I don't know. But I thought it, and I was like, I'm putting myself up there. I'm putting my conviction, my values, my thoughts. Right? I'm not sugarcoating. I'm gonna be as honest with my thoughts as I possibly can on here, without necessarily wanting to offend people or being a fucking douchebag. But still, a lot of the things that I say are actually things that I think, right? They're not. If you see my channel, there's not a lot of actuality. So I don't talk about the drama a lot. I don't talk about recent event. It's all a journey, a mental journey. Truth is, right? And again, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to be a dick. But if you watch news channel, right? You watch news channel and you watch for days and days and days, it is fucking interesting to you. Congratulations. But please understand that a news that you're gonna be watching isn't gonna be news in a week, and all that time that you spend serves no purpose. All that drama, all of those current events, although are important to understand the world around you, the world surrounding you, are important. See, back then when I started making content, I wasn't watching one thing of news. I was watching anime, which is great. I was playing a video game, which is great. But I didn't know what the fuck was going on, right? Now, I'm a bit more aware of that. I'm a bit more aware of what's surrounding me. Is there interest? No, but if I need to, it's like going to school. Like, are you gonna be liking every single subject? No. Are you still gonna go to school? Yeah, you have to, right? And if you don't necessarily have to, but do yourself a favor and give yourself every single tool that you need to succeed, please. Like DJ Khaled would say, I don't know what he would say, but who cares? All I do is win, no matter what. I think he would say that. He would sing that too. This guy 3 years ago wasn't able to look at other content. See, and as much as you see, I was very sad about 2 months ago. I was very sad. Over the last few months, you saw me having up and down, having very emotional videos. You'll be seeing videos that were filmed this summer, and you say, "Oh, it's a different ink. What happened?" And I often resume. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna say that. That's horrible. I often give a reason that is, I was working too much. Everything that I was doing was for work. That means you're gonna be charging. Please, I need you to charge. If you don't charge, I'm fucked. See? I think it's not charging. I'm gonna have to charge it. Give me a second. It's okay to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue. I hold it against you. I know that you're leaving. You must have your reason. Falling down, and it'll happen once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone who understands. Oh, so the phone is too far for me. Look, when you don't have batteries, use another one. Right? When you don't have enough battery, use another one. Phone, headphones. See, I heard about that a lot. We have to put like the whatever this is. I want to share last. See, I often talk about how important making content was to me. But it was the only thing I was doing. Everything I was watching, every single movie that I was watching, every single video on YouTube that I was watching, was for the purpose of doing a recap of how can I implement that in my content? How can I do something about it with my own content? And as much as I wanted to do it, I had friends who had great content that I wouldn't allow myself to read or to watch, because I was like, no bro, you need to work on your own thing. I gave up on relationship, I gave up on friendship to do that. Am I still at a point where I'm going to talk to people every single day? I don't know if I can. I'll be completely honest, I don't know if I have the social battery for doing that. But I'm making an effort. See, there's a method of madness, right? And I know we're talking a lot, I know we're yapping a lot, I'm sorry for that, but thing that needs to be said. This is the 500th video. The next one's gonna be at 1,000, so that's in, I don't know, hopefully not 3 years, but who knows, maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, who gives a shit? When it happens, it will happen. But, see, that content, right? Those people, I wouldn't give myself time to relax. I was affecting every single one of my relationships. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you give it away. This year, to save me from tears, give it to someone special. Last year, I had the opportunity to spend time with my family, my mom and my dad for Christmas and the New Year's. No, I'm making content. Now, ultimately speaking, I don't regret this. I do not regret this. It's a choice that I make. It's a choice that I make. Fuck it. That's the way it is. But it's still something that I should have, at least, you know, try to be like, you know what, maybe I should be nicer. Maybe I should call them for Christmas. Oh, that's a regret. It's not a regret to choose to make content, it's a regret to not give enough of a fuck to call them. See? So I treated so many people badly. Not on purpose, but, you know, people that would come to me and say, hey, I have design for you, would you like to see? No, I don't care. Now, the truth is, I'm not going to pretend to care if I don't care, but there's a way to talk to people. And there's some way I talk to some people that I kind of regret. There's a lot of things that I said that I wouldn't say to people, you know? And it was the action of locking in. But again, this is a social media, this is a social platform. So yes, locking in is phenomenal, but in the perfect world, you're not only locking in, you're okay, in the perfect place, you're locking in the experience, not necessarily making content. I'm watching a lot of my friends who are way ahead of me, and you can see that their social game is better. They have this community, right? And that's what I'm missing. I'm missing a community, but I put in so much effort to build the content that I didn't put effort to build a community. See, there's a lot of people that say, oh, I actually received a comment of you kiss ass. No, I don't kiss ass. Am I nicer to some people than others? Absolutely. But it's understanding that I put in so little effort into having a community, and those people mean a lot to me. And they've been there since the beginning without asking for anything in return, and that I'm extremely grateful. Understanding that was a big part of maturing. The content, I was talking about the content, you see? It's realizing that there's greater content out there. But it's also being hyper aware of what's there. It's not a competition. It's, again, we're social media. But see, right now, I know that I have my favorite for YouTube, and I have my favorite for Twitch, I have my favorite for TikTok, and I have my favorite for Instagram, you know? And it's understanding what people that I like, what people that I don't like, and understanding that nothing wrong with spending a couple hours a day watching people that you like. So supporting them is supporting them. If it's not supporting them, it doesn't really matter. They don't need your support, right? As long as you support what they're saying, they don't even need to know that you're supporting. It's like something like, for example, somebody says something in a journal, right? On a newspaper, sorry, journal in French. Somebody says something on a newspaper, and you agree with them. They don't need to know that you agree with them. But the fact that you agree with them ultimately will make them happy, because a majority of the population agree with them. Now, in the opposite, if a minority of people agree with them, it is minority that's important because it means something, you know? And it's not necessarily, I had this mentality of pushing content out, but it's not taking the time to put content. It's not putting any time to put effort in the content, it's just quality over quality. And am I going to be producing quality content? I don't know, maybe one day, but I'm aware of that. I'm aware that it's not normal to try to push videos after videos after videos. It's not normal to push 10 videos in a row. If you can do that, awesome. If you have to that money, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. See, in looking at other people, right? Understanding, for example, right? Understanding the situation also. Taking the time to analyze your situation. Letting time for your videos to have effect. There's no point in... People are not even finished watching the first video and they're putting out 3 fucking videos more. It's not good. Understanding that possibly TikTok will close them. Like, how does that affect me? There's a lot of people that are coming from TikTok will go on Twitch and on YouTube. How does that affect this ecosystem? How does that affect this already oversaturated market? I think that you have to think about. That's maturity, right? I was in a place where I don't care about other people. Not in a mean way, but more so in a way of we're friends, cool, I'm grateful that we're friends. Like, for example, again, the girl that refollowed today. I could have told her, I would have asked her 2 months ago, I would have asked her. 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, I would have asked her. No, maybe not 2 days, but 2 weeks ago. Ask me, why did you unfollow? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why am I gonna give shit to somebody that did something they wanted to do? If she's happy, right? You have to be like that. In the 500, it taught me so much about life. It taught me so much about myself, you know? Making those videos, and what that a lot of you guys think that I'm yapping a lot, right? Yapping a lot. But you have to understand that I don't have a lot of social interaction, right? And there's still this little ink part where I'm not gonna impose my ID, right? I'm gonna listen to somebody talk, and in my head I'm gonna be like, fucking disagree. And I'm just gonna leave the conversation. I'm not gonna impose my opinion because it doesn't matter. Ultimately speaking, they're allowed to have their opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinion. My opinion shouldn't overvalue yours, or does your opinion undervalues mine, right? It's 2 cents of points, possibly showing what culture or what value of what background you have. But ultimately speaking, it's 2 points of content for each person, right? And I learned about, it came from a place of weakness, it came from a place of submission, it came from a place of being shy, it came from a place of self-hatred. I would believe that, but now it's more so and this is a big part of my life, and now it's more so a question of, is that what you truly think? Is what you truly think? I'm not gonna get mad. I used to get mad at haters, I still do, but making videos, that's what they want, right? That's a lack of maturity. He's a person, right? On purpose. I'm not giving too many examples, but on purpose, right? And that's something I should have done, possibly not. But on purpose, I left on my phone. I left a application. Well, I actually show you. That way you have exactly what we're talking about. Look here. If you look at this one, you'll see it's a PH. It's Pornhub, right? Now, I left the Pornhub there because I wanted people to see the video and say, holy shit, does this guy have Pornhub on his home screen, right? Now, ultimately speaking, if you were to click on the link, you would have one with my friend who... It's more so short videos to promote her OnlyFans, right? But I did that, and then somebody was trolling me about it, right? They were trolling me, and I kind of got mad about it. But also speaking, who left the app on? I did, right? And they were hating, and I just blocked them. What was the point of keeping them, right? Maturing is a really hard thing. Maturing is a really hard thing, but also there's 3 things I was talking about, the social interaction that I have. This is my way of talking out loud, of thinking out loud, of presenting an idea to you, but to also to myself. You think I go in the mirror and I talk to myself and say, hey, you should say this, you should say that? No. There's thoughts, and sometimes the thoughts need to be said out loud to say, okay, well, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. So yeah, so the maturity that comes with it, for example, not keeping people that are toxic with you, right? That person 3 years ago was getting bullied by the same person. The truth is, most of this coworker were super nice. This one person was a piece of shit, but most of the people were super nice. Who did I focus on? One person. Who decided to focus on that person? Myself. See, no 500 means something, but it means something more. And you see, I told you guys that you would help me in a lot of ways. I'm constantly saying that if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't show my face. That takes some self-love. I watch my own videos and I'm like, holy shit, this is how you look, dude. Comb your hair, do something, you know? But it's also like, what I think is, we're not necessarily needing validation. We're not necessarily needing a person to say, yeah, yes, man. But having some ideas and putting them out there and saying the reception of people. Some people will agree, some people disagree, and that's fine. That's fine because there's no dictatorial leadership over here. But knowing that you put yourself out there it takes a lot of used to have making videos and talk about my opinion because nobody was watching my videos, so who the fuck cares? Went in to say, you know what? It's my opinion, people like my opinion, how's that? If people don't like my opinion, I'll make another video with another opinion, so I change subject. And now it's like, I wonder what people think. Are they agreeing or disagreeing? And if they're disagreeing, why? Because this is a school of life, See, you could think about how I was born in the 90s. In the 90s it was very different. But nowadays, this is reality, this is the new norm. Social media are the new reality. And if it's the way of a gladiator that judge your idea or not, then that's the way it should be. But there's so many ways that I'm mature. There's so many ways that I'm seeing life in a different position. And yes, sometimes I'm super sad. Sometimes I'm having rougher time, but that's part of life. And I know I shouldn't show it, but I feel like I need to show it because I feel like being here with you guys is important. So this is for 500. Now, let me ending the video because again, that's enough talking. But it was really cool to talk about it, to talk about how this changed in the 3 years. Now this is gonna be another video that we do another year, maybe 2 years, maybe. I'm excited to see the change that's gonna happen because it's always a constant evolution. But for the people that stay till the very end, I have a little surprise. So this is actually it's actually what we're gonna do Saturday. So when I first made the channel, right? I was depressed as shit. So but I was making good money. So I turned to drugs, right? I turned to alcohol. Now I turned to alcohol because to me, alcohol was weirdly healthier than drugs. But I did buy edibles. Now I had it when I started, right? I had a mentality of this is either gonna go super well or not super well. And I was gonna take the edible, but then for some reason, in the same month I gained 30 followers. So we went from 44 to 74. And I was like, holy shit, I should wait for them to be 100. Then I was like, dude, you're gonna do edibles for 100, you're gonna be looking like a junkie. So okay, let's figure out, let's get to 1,000. That was in 2022, right? Okay, so we bought a lot of edibles. That's not a lot, but still, right? And then I learned recently I was talking to a friend who she does a lot of edibles, a lot of weed, and she works in there, so that's kind of normal, right? But she's talking to me the expiry date. So I'm doing at 1,000, we're doing at 500. So what we're gonna do is for 5 hours we're gonna be doing a jigsaw puzzle. 2,000 pieces. We're gonna get high. It's about life in general. We'll be listening to music, which is royalty-free music, and we get some mukbangs. It'll be fun, it'll be celebration. We'll do 5 hours of music, 5 hours of doing this puzzle, 5 hours of thinking out loud. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys every single day. Thank you so much again. And here's to the best of us. Is that a toast to the douchebag? Is that a toast to the assholes? Oh. Just celebrate, right? Let's have a toast for the douchebag. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the dirt of every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the work of that never take a day off. Maybe I got a plan. Run away fast as you can. Thank you. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's not Cabernet de Sauvignon, but it's Cabernet of something. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day on this 18 December 2024. Today we're talking about one subject that is very, very important to me. And that subject is, drumroll please, change. As a person, as a human being, as a man, I think I'm afraid of change. But today, there's been a lot of change. We're going to be figuring them out together. We're going to be talking a small video to do about it. It's going to be fun, it's going to be short. Let's have some good time together to have a discussion. So the first change we have, you guys know that for the last 5 months I've been looking for work without success because I've been aiming a little too high. But again, if you shoot for the moon, sometimes you'll miss, you get the stars, right? And then my mom, she added in for a Costco. And Costco was a place that I didn't really want to work in. It was comfort. It was comfort, and it was a nice long-term job. It doesn't matter if I end up doing videos. It doesn't matter if I end up working at Costco my whole life. It doesn't matter. It's a long-term job. That's what I need. And then this morning, and it's kind of funny because I watched a movie called Baggage, and it was a really, 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 really good movie. Strongly recommend it. Strongly recommend. And if anything, you're not gonna believe how good this is. But trust me, it's really that good. So, my apologies. That being said, I was like, dude, if the airport would also be a good place. And all my life I was told, dude, the airport be a good place for you, Costco would be a good place for you. And those places were not for me. I wanted more out of life. I wanted more out of work. Reality is I get a lot out of life from making videos. And maybe that's my true calling. Maybe that my true calling is this and something in the background to maintain the safety net to be more stable. And it's weird because that's something my parents would say. And I was never, guys, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. you're living to work, not working to live. You don't know the fuck you talk about, but they were right, right? That's the first change. The second change, there's actually something going on right now that's actually pretty cool. And the thing that's going on right now is TikTok is supposedly closing, and it's weird because you know that TikTok is oversaturated, Twitch is oversaturated, YouTube is oversaturated. In the perfect world, you focus on one. So I know one of my boyfriend, but he's a dude, my boy. He focused on Twitch. He focused on Twitch a lot. I've been doing it TikTok a lot, but he focused on Twitch. Now, if Twitch was to close, he didn't work on his YouTube. He didn't work a lot on other social media, his Instagram. So, what I'm doing is not to be done. You should focus on Twitch, on TikTok, on YouTube. Thankfully, my Twitch and my TikTok, my YouTube, they're the same. They're the same content. Technically speaking, my TikTok and my YouTube is the same content. So Twitch is gaming. I got a gaming channel. TikTok is real life. YouTube is real life. So I got a real life channel. So it ends up being good. But I'm very curious to see. And it's funny because TikTok wasn't supposed to be. A lot of people what they did was they migrated from TikTok to YouTube. You see people get popular. Really popular on TikTok, really popular, and then make big bucks on YouTube, right? And it's nice to me because at the same time, like, this is your school. It doesn't matter which school you go to. There's a school of TikTok, there's a school of Twitch, there's a school of TikTok. There's a school of YouTube. No matter which one you go to, you're gonna end up in high school, you're gonna get in college, you're gonna go to university, and then you're gonna get a PhD or back. PhD is actually a good one. And ultimately speaking, the problem that's going to happen is oversaturation of people. See, people that are going to be migrating from TikTok to other platforms. So we're already seeing that. We're already seeing a lot of new people on Twitch and other people on TikTok, which is already very thin slice of cake. Because somebody can get the whole cake, right? Because there's too many people. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's changing. It's changes in the sense of the market is changing, the atmosphere is changing, the environment is gonna change. So it's nerve-wracking, but at the same time it's super cool. So I'm glad that we got to talk about this together. I love you, man. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
手伝いたい。
Good. Nice. So now what we'll do is we'll finish this and we'll switch them off into the game because my storage is full. Capone Gaming. Right